All right, guys, what is up? Daniel here, CrossFit Simplicity. Chase is behind the camera, so if things get crazy, it's not me. So look, guys, I wanted to put out an email, but I'm terrible at doing emails and I have to text it. So I wanted to just kind of give a little brief, informal rundown of what's going to go on for the CFS Halloween house party. So here's our flyer right here. Chase will show you that thing. It's kind of got all the details on it. You guys can find this in and around the gym. And so we'll be talking about that a little bit more. So I want to go over a couple things first. Really quickly, I just wanted to talk about goals for this so that you guys know kind of what we have going on and where we're coming from. So what we're looking to do is, number one, we just want to make this thing as realistic as possible. So we're literally looking to make this as just absolutely close to a real competition. We did a competition not too long ago, some of us, and so we're kind of thinking like we want to make it as legit as that competition, or hopefully with the help of our sponsors and our coaching staff here, maybe even better, right? It's nice for us because it's in-house and it's small, so things are on a smaller scale so we can control a lot more. So we're going to try to make this a really good look at what you guys might experience if we go somewhere else and do a competition. And then I would say arguably maybe our number one goal is just fun, no pressure. No pressure. So the idea behind that is, you might go to a competition and, in all of our minds, we're all our own worst enemies. So we're sitting here thinking, man, the other people that sign up, you're seeing them the day before, it's totally out of your control. You're thinking, oh gosh, they're probably so much better than me. They probably train so much harder. They've probably been doing CrossFit a whole lot longer, which is probably not true. But in here, it's just going to be your friends. So you're going to kind of know what's going on, right? So today what we got is just realistic, close to real competitions we can get, and then fun, no pressure. So that kind of brings us to our next point, which is this is an in-house competition. So if you guys have any questions about that, what that basically means is it's only open to CrossFit Simplicity members. So if you're a CrossFit Simplicity member, you'll have access to this competition. Nobody else from our outside, like gym communities and the tribe, will be able to come in and sign up for this. So it'll only be your friends and family right in here. Now, if you have some people that want to come watch you, we would love that. There is no spectator fee or nothing like that. So this is in-house. So this is going to be October 27th at 8 a.m., right? That's almost 2 months away. So one of the biggest things about this competition, sign up for a competition, is it's going to give you just so much more meaning to your training, right? It's nothing like having purpose behind what you're doing. If you can have a why, sometimes that's hard for us to find, right? Sometimes we know it. We want to lose weight. We want to get off our blood pressure medication. But sometimes we get into a rut. We've been coming for a while. It's kind of hard to establish a why. This is a great why for you, right? Come out here and do as good as you can. So in-house, October 28th. What we're going to do is by September 13th or 15th, we will have live registration, right? So we're going to use Wodify Arena. It's going to be done through Wodify. You guys will all have a link. You will be actually able to go on there, sign up for the competition, pay your entry fee, tell us what t-shirt size you need, all that good stuff, right? Which is going to be very cool. So kind of segue into that. So we are super lucky. Chase, get me in right here real quick. Just kind of zoom in a little bit. So we have some sponsors for this thing, right? We got BRB Graphic Designs, JV Blackland Suns Trucking. Those guys are freaking great. All these guys are great. Claro Realty, and what these guys have done is they've agreed to sponsor this thing for us. So they're going to take care of a massive amount of the expenses that we have going in with this, so that we can offer you guys a competition at a really reduced rate, right? Usually it's about $100 to do a competition, and usually that'll come with a little goodie bag, a t-shirt, usually no lunch, and that's about it. So what we're going to do, thanks to our sponsors, and you guys can check these guys out all online. We'll have a link to their websites and Facebooks and stuff like that, if you can use any of their services. And what we'll do is, with your entry fee is going to be your fee to get into the competition. It's also going to include a t-shirt, right? We're going to have a CFS Halloween house party t-shirt. It won't look like this, but it'll be something kind of similar. And it's just going to be commemorative just of the competition. That'll come with your entry fee. And then also our man Holt, who is just the grill master, is going to be out here, Bubba maybe, we'll see, grilling up some food for us. If you came to our 1 year anniversary, you know the food is going to be good. So what we're trying to do is start this thing at 8 a.m. and we're going to try to have all 3 workouts wrapped up and done by 12, and at 12 o'clock we'll fire up the grill. We'll have some good healthy sides for you guys, probably a little bit of beer and some sweet tea and water, stuff like that, and we'll have a really good time. So Wodify Arena, be looking for that. We're going to have a limited window of registration. It's basically going to be about a month. You're going to have from about September 13th or 15th until about the first week or so, maybe second week of October, to actually get yourself signed up. That way, we know everybody who's gonna sign up. We'll close that registration down. We're gonna be really strict. After that date, that's it. Because we have to get our stuff into our t-shirt guys. We have to make our heat schedules and all that stuff. So this is gonna be laid out like a real competition. The day of, we'll come in here, we'll have athlete registration, probably 7:45 to 8:15. Around 8:20, we're gonna be heading back here. Follow me, Chase. We're gonna do the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. Then we'll come back around here. We'll be back at the board around 8:20. Right, once everybody's done athlete sign-in, we'll be going over movement standards. We'll be releasing the workouts to you that day. We're not gonna release these ahead of time, right? Because it's not fair. So if I've got 2 hours every day in the gym and Chase has 30 minutes every day in the gym, it's not fair to release those workouts early and he can test them and test them and test them. So everybody will be finding out the day of what the workouts are. Now don't get too sketched out. Had a lot of questions about this. The workouts are gonna be very doable. We've got it figured out to where just about every single person in the gym is going to fall really well into the RX or the scale category. And some of you guys may thread the line. If you thread the line between those, just kind of ask the coach and we'll kind of point you in the right direction there. Included in your entry fee will be a little goodie bag. We have some cool sponsors. I don't want to give anything away quite yet. I know Fit8's talking about helping us out, some stuff like that. We're going to have some cool little goodie bags for you. And then we'll also have a first, second, and third place prize pack for the RX men, the scale men, for the RX women, and the scale women. So, next part, that gets us to here. Scale and RX, about a week before the competition, we'll announce these movement standards. So be looking for that. We're only gonna have 2 divisions, RX and scaled, and this is gonna be an individual competition, right? Don't worry about that, everything should be good to go there. 3 workouts, they're all kind of short. You will have some time in between each one, right? So you'll have one heat, let's say maybe 45 minutes later, you'll have your next workout, 45 minutes later, you have your next workout. Sign up for registration, we've been over. I'm not going to beat a dead horse. You guys be on the lookout for that. We'll get that to you. It should be really slick and nice. Waterfly is an awesome system. Lastly, right, I want to go over this really quickly. Standards. I'm not going to announce the movement standards today, but this is really important. I feel like you guys do a really great job in class, but you know, it always happens. We're pushing really hard. Maybe we're looking at the board, we're trying to beat our buddy, and standards get a little bit crazy. We've talked a little bit in our coaches meetings, and we're going to start doing this right effective immediately. We're going to start trying to be a little bit tougher on you guys as far as our movement standards. So what I mean by that is when you're doing a wall ball, are you going down below parallel, or are you just kind of hitting it here and throwing it, right? Because just like a real competition, just like this competition, a real competition, there's going to be judges, right? You guys will have a scorecard, just like we did in the Open. You guys will have a judge, and that stuff will all be to standard. So I really encourage you guys to be thinking about this. I encourage you guys to sign up. It's going to give you a ton of purpose, a ton of meaning in your training. And then also, in the meantime, make sure that you're holding yourself accountable, right? To doing really good reps, to counting your reps really well, and paying attention to your movement standards. We'll talk about that a little bit more in the future. If you have any questions, this video will be posted online. You can always find one of your coaches, and just be on the lookout in the next week or so. There's going to be more and more details released. But we are super excited with this, guys. We think it's going to be an awesome time. Again, we have great sponsors, BRB Graphic Design, JV Blackwood Sons Trucking, and Real Estate with Claire Road Realty. They have really helped us out. They've made this a really, really affordable event for you guys, and we would love to have 100% participation. It really is going to be a blast. The last thing you want to do is be nervous about this, because we're a family here. We're just looking to have fun. So hope you guys will be able to come out and get signed up. Be looking for that registration link in the next week or 2. See you there.